We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, a punchy stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. The Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
North Texas in the hurry up.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel great.
Might have a chance. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
North Texas really has it going on offense.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that right sideline to perfection for the big completion. North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him in the flat. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mean Green.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So SMU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now we get a look at Kevin Jennings. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Some misdirection with the counter. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his back in the middle.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Off play action. Still looking on the move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The inside handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking for an open area to his left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll move the tight end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Buying some time. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The mean green needing only a sliver of green to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. North Texas will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab and room to run. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Looking to throw on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch. Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tipton. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Mean Green move the change with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Set up for the first down play, and they're gonna call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Huskies looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky.
Looking long. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Oh, man, look, Ma, one hand. That's all he needed for the big gainer.
That's so hard to do. You consider that ball's thrown that far down.
There's some room. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, SMU. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab down the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Trying to impose their will with the run.
You have to be kidding.
He's loose down the left side.
You have to be kidding.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback keep. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tipton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Punts it out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. North Texas will have to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to... They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. To the air, it's Jennings. Grabbed in the middle, it's Knight. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Knight. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They bring an extra DB onto the field as they try to stop this fourth quarter score. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Grabs it in the middle. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Pocket breaking down. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Defense looks like they're coming. Jackson will throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving. North Texas in the hurry up.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Right on the money.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
He's got it. And he will score.
Bro.
Touchdown, Mean Green.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you...
Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Gets it to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Mustangs will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Mustangs are in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Jennings. It's caught. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
I love the play call in this situation. You need one first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with a win, Dave.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And hang on, they are leaving the offense out there. Look, I understand it doesn't add a possession to the lead with the field goal, but I don't know, it doesn't hurt to tack on some points at this juncture of the game. Caught, and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.